starts using you, all of us. Come on. Amen. To destroy somebody else.
Right.
Come on.
Amen. Amen.
And we allow that to happen.
Yep.
Listen, they are still royalty. You are
Right.
still royalty.
Amen.
Mephibosheth, because of his inheritance at that time, amen, was his bloodline was a royalty and bloodline. Amen. But his body did not look like he was a king. Amen. And that kept him from a lot of things. Because his physical appearance. Come on. And because his abnormality. Come on. Amen. Because of what others put into his mind that kept him out of the palace. But the time when the king realized that royalty was sitting in the desert, amen, he went to restore him back to where he was. Amen. Sometimes we fail. Yes, we do. The devil tempts us, the devil tries us. The Lord, I believe, tries us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we fail.
Amen.
But always remember that our failures affects everyone around us.
Amen.
Church, we're not going to be perfect.
Amen.
After this happened, shortly after that is when David had that little with Bathsheba.
Yep.
But it affected everybody around him. Amen. It caused the murder of one man.
Yep.
It caused the death of his son.
Yep.
Amen. As a matter of fact, his whole family was cursed from thereafter.
Yep.
You can read it in the Bible. He was still blessed and highly favored. Amen. But God said, because of your lack or whatever it was, He said, there's going to be a curse upon you. Amen. And we know how his sons fought each other. Matter of fact, one of his sons tried to kill him, his father David. We're going to fail, church. We're going to make mistakes. Amen. But we've got to understand that every mistake that we make affects the lives, and it affects the souls, affects the hearts of so many people.
Amen.
And I feel we're being responsible for that.
Amen.
I feel myself I'll be responsible for those things. I feel responsible for those things.
Bless him, Lord.
Because somebody's a motor boy right now, don't mean that's where they need to stand. They're royalty.
Amen.
You know, David didn't say, "Oh, I'm royalty." He's trash. He put him back at his table. Until we come together, church, we put royalty as royalty. Amen. We try to bring people out of loyalty. Amen. And make them royalty. Until we set aside ourselves and put others first. Amen. Until we get such a desire in the heart like David did to make a difference in somebody's life.
Amen.
Yes.
I believe we're failing Him. And everyone know how this message was going to go this morning. The Lord brings me to the Word, and I'll read it and study it, and He'll change it when I start opening my mouth. But that's what I pray. I said, Lord, anoint me with the words. Open my mouth, loosen my tongue, so that my lips shall show forth your praise, your desire,
Amen.
your word.
Amen.
Not of me, but of you.
Amen.
Amen. I take my responsibility as a pastor of this church.
Come on.
Serious.
Amen.
Amen.
I take responsibility for each one of you.
Amen.
If you fail, I fail. Because I feel that I haven't done my job. But you know what? That don't mean I'm going to excommunicate you out of this church.
That's right.
But what do? We love you.
Amen.
We set you at the King's table.
Yes.
Amen. We need to have royalty in our blood. We do, church, but we got to remember that person down the street that's laying on the gutter. There's still loyalty too, because Jesus died on the cross for them.
Amen. Amen.
You're just someplace different right now than they are. They're in Lodabar,
Amen.
and you're at the King's palace.
That's right.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Do you know what happens? If they get saved before the Christ comes, guess what? We're all going to be in the same place.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen.